Gentlemen, the sweetest 3 minutes and 25 seconds of Airwolf's young career until his mentor, his instructor at the Academy School of Professional Wrestling, Ken Anderson, cashed in his title shot and betrayed his student. 2 generations, maybe the previous generation, not being able to let go of that gold and see one of his students on the rise. And now, for the first time ever, 2 generations of women's wrestling, 2 women who have defined excellence in women's wrestling. Victoria, Lisa Marie Varon, taking on for the first time ever Tenille Dashwood, known as Emma to some.
They're both going to be known as great tonight.
Absolutely, the founder of the Evolution, if you will. Facing off for the first time in a heavy-on wrestling ring here at Fortune Bania.
And still, it's all about you.
Warrior King, trained by Lance Storm. We've heard a lot about Victoria, but it's all about Tenille tonight. You've seen her show up everywhere since her departure from the WWE, wrestling in over 25 promotions, and now she makes her way to heavy-on wrestling in this first-time ever matchup. Could she steal this one?
Oh, she could. She absolutely could. She has been on a tear since being released back to the independent scene, and Victoria, absolutely no slouch, but Tenille, it's all about her.
I think these 2 could steal the whole show. You're talking about Victoria, one of the most dominant women in professional wrestling during her tenure in the WWE, and nothing has really changed. She's a physical specimen. She's strong. She can wrestle in a technical fashion. She can brawl. She can do it all. And then you got Tenille Dashwood, who is just entering probably into her prime and is back on the independent scene. And this has all the makings of a barn burner of a match.
Absolutely. As Tara, in Impact Wrestling, she was a 5-time Knockouts champion. In WWE, a 2-time Women's champion. But there might not be a better argument for catch and release than Emma, Tenille Dashwood, coming back to the independent scene and just becoming an absolute powerhouse.
Look at that technical release of that side headlock. A step on the back of the knee, runs all the way through a hammerlock, and then release into their own side headlock. Emma showing skills like no one else has. She's matching a technical style against Victoria's more power-based style. Warrior, what's going to come out on top?
It's really tough to say. I mean, anytime you have power in play, there's an advantage there. But the technical expertise of Emma, the hungriness of Emma being unleashed back to the independent scene, that's going to work in her favor. It could go either way.
And you got to believe that both of these women have an eye on that beautiful women's championship here in heavy-on wrestling, held by Leva Bates, defeating Paranoia at No Love Lost. A big win here could mean a title opportunity down the line for either of these women.
Changing wrist locks here. Neither one getting, oh my gosh, incredible agility.
What a pleasure to see 2 phenomenal wrestlers like Tenille Dashwood and Lisa Marie Varon in the ring. I don't think we've seen any exchanges of this kind of magnitude and kind of equally matched skills in the ring yet tonight.
Yeah, just absolutely masterful. This is a marquee match anywhere in the world, and we're lucky enough to have them here at Fortune Bania.
Back into the corner. Let's see if we get a clean break, and we do. Oh, we do not.
Oh, no, that was a clean break right across her face.
Slap. Wait, a hair throw.
I think that we maybe underestimate Victoria as someone who is a power wrestler, but the thing that Tenille Dashwood has to look out for is that Widow's Peak, because it can come from nowhere, and it is absolutely deadly.
Absolutely. I think that's the most important aspect of a finishing move. Just you can pull it out of nowhere. But also, you got to say, look at, we talked about her as a power wrestler, but just the crispness that Lisa Marie is moving with in the ring is absolutely incredible.
I would also say the deliberate nature of everything she's doing. There's no wasted motion. I mean, everything has purpose. everything is done, as you said, crisply, but also when she's landing blows and when she's putting Tenille Dashwood in compromising positions, she's finishing. She's ensuring that there is no attempt by Tenille to reverse any of those holds, especially now that she's kind of picked up the vicious streak here.
Being distracted here, I wonder if Victoria, I love you.
Oh,
Wow.
well, apparently she does not love Tower, Minnesota.
Zero love given. Oh,
Famous show.
this man is playing both sides
He's
of
playing
this.
both sides, yeah,
Emma,
just
marry
hedging
me also.
Hedging his bets. Oh, nice snap suplex. Roll through.
A 2 count for Emma there.
Victoria,
excuse me.
Did not hook both legs.
Gorilla Monsoon would be very disappointed, King. I gotta say, one of the things that we haven't talked about yet for Tenille Dashwood is the training under Lance Storm. All of the kind of submission specialty that she has been able to develop, that Muda lock, she used to call it the Emma lock, all of the work on that rope hung Boston Crab.
Oh, she's going up for it.
Almost, as you said, we're coming out of nowhere with that Widow's Peak.
She's so strong. Just brute strength and the ability from any position. Oh,
Beautiful.
great move.
Just a big bridging. It's like a reverse crossface with a bridge.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the submission specialty under Lance Storm that Tenille Dashwood got, but Lisa Marie, no slouch.
Absolutely. Both women just operating at the ring at another level.
I'm really impressed with Emma's ability to weather the storm, though.
She's got her in that corner. She could be setting her up for that rope hung Boston Crab. Oh, Victoria making sure, veteran ring presence, getting out of that corner. Maybe knowing, maybe having Tenille Dashwood scouted.
I mean, you know, you downplay power a little bit, but at any moment, Lisa Marie can regain the advantage with one move. That's not nothing.
And slowing down the offense, the velocity of the younger Tenille Dashwood in this instance, just wrenching on that neck, taking away her vertical base, getting her down on the mat, and then sending her right back to it with that big power.
I mean, absolutely, Beard. You know, you hear a lot of adjectives thrown around about Lisa Marie. You hear demented, you hear crazy, but you got to throw in methodical.
Crazy like a fox.
Yeah.
Oh, pick up, side slam. Just an incredible show of not just technique, but raw strength.
Those power moves out of nowhere. I mean, the finisher, obviously you're looking for that Widow's Peak, but being able to throw an opponent around like that and have such high impact.
High risk move by Lisa Marie here.
Oh, is she going up top?
I Rent District.
Oh, beautiful attempt at the moonsault. No water in the pool.
Second rope moonsault, too.
Emma's got a chance right here. Or, excuse me, Tenille. She needs to take advantage of it.
Gentlemen, if I have 20 years at anything and I am still able to put on the kind of match that Lisa Marie is putting on right now and pull out the high level of moves that she is impressing me with here, I will consider myself extremely lucky.
Absolutely.
Still on the top of her game and giving Tenille blow for blow, going toe-to-toe with her here.
Oh, great clothesline to Tenille Dashwood. And another. She's all fist and fire at the moment.
And a little back elbow.
See if she can keep the momentum. Irish whip into the corner, reversed.
Oh no, she's in that corner.
Oh,
She's
here
setting
we
up
go.
for it.
You called for it.
Formerly known as the Dilemma, this rope-hung Boston Crab. I think that trying to wear down Victoria, trying to work on her midsection on her back, keeping her from just throwing Tenille around the ring might be a winning strategy for her here.
Here we go. Oh, such impact. Nowhere to go.
Only a 2.
Her back firmly pressed against that bottom turnbuckle, and Tenille throwing the weight of herself directly into that midsection. Oh, chop to the throat. Nothing technical about that.
And she's setting her.
Oh my
Yep,
gosh.
setting her up for that Widow's Peak.
She's got her up. Oh, roll through.
Roll through.
1, 2, and
Oh,
not quite fast enough.
Kick to the gut, off the ropes, single leg kick.
Cover
No
again.
protection
1, 2,
for
and-
Victoria. She's out.
That's
Whoa.
it.
That kick was brutal.
Just kick to the temple, lights out for Lisa Marie, and a quick victory for Tenille Dashwood.
Couldn't get her hand up to defend herself. Whew.
We talked about the sudden impact of the strength of Lisa Marie Varon. In the end, Tenille Dashwood wearing her opponent down, and then out of nowhere with a huge single leg drop kick, dropping the veteran and picking up the big ring. Is she sending a message here to Leva Bates and saying, I'm coming for that strap?
If you can get that almost a variation of a sick kick off, it doesn't matter who's wearing that belt, Emma will have it. Tenille Dashwood will be wearing it by the end of it.
Call her Tenille, call her Emma, call her the victor tonight over Lisa Marie Varon, a.k.a. Tara, a.k.a. Victoria. Both women known by many names.
You guys were such an awesome crowd. Thank you so much. I've got a few marriage proposals, so I guess I have some thinking to do. But more importantly, Victoria or Lisa Marie, it's been an honor getting in the ring with you.
Absolutely, nice job.
And you beating me up. You've been beating me up. So thank you. And it was definitely an honor for me.
This is what heavy arm wrestling is all about. Show of sportsmanship, an absolutely tremendous match.
Oh! This is what heavy on wrestling
No, it is
all
not.
about.
Oh
Absolutely.
no, don't do it. Oh!
Showing that no matter the outcome of the match, you will do whatever it takes to hold gold. Victoria wiping her feet onto Tenille Dashwood and saying, you may have picked up the victory, but this, my friends, is not over. A win by any other name?
What a shame.
Come on, King.
We had ourselves a great moment. Great sportsmanship. Lisa Marie Varon. What's a stop to that? Oh,
Hey, maybe she's just out of sorts. Maybe that sick kick knocked something around her head, and she just didn't turn on the sportsmanship switch.
I don't know. Tenille Dashwood, ending that match with an exclamation point, but Lisa Marie turning that around into a comma, because this is not over.
either way, if you're Leva Bates, you've got to be a little worried.